Hello, Diargos here. Welcome back to my Factorio series, the Manhattan Project. Well, alright. Let's get started on the military science production here. We need to make ammo, which is going to require level 1 firearm magazine to the piercing rounds. We need to make grenades, which you're going to need iron plate and coal. These need iron and steel and copper, okay. And we also need turrets right here, which need engines and looks like steel and iron. So quite a bit. This is going to take some doing, I think. Looks like we already have some engines here, but those are going to be dedicated for blue science, so we'll just make our own dedicated set. So let's kind of work backwards. So we know we need at least one line going up, and that'll be like say ammo and grenades, and then we'll have another line for the turrets, I think. We'll start down here. Okay, so for the turrets, or let's start with the grenades and the ammo. Actually, we can start like I'll start right here. Okay, so we know we need to make regular firearms, right? And we can feed those directly into the level 2 armor piercing. Go. And all those need are iron, and these need steel and copper. Okay. Those need steel and copper. Well, maybe I should... just play around with this a little bit and see if there's a better way to lay this out. Maybe like that. And that way I can have an iron line right here, and I can have my output right there. But they need as well steel and copper. So let's do it like that. So that would be my output, and this would be my steel and copper line coming up. Right? And iron coming up there. Okay, and then these will come down and join in with one of these belts over there. Okay, and I can extend that up as much as I want, right? So now let's do grenades. So I kind of learned my lesson a little bit over here. I think so with these assemblers, I think they'll go much faster. This one could even be enough once I have stack inserters going, which I actually do have stack inserters. So let's pick some and see if that actually helps, because I for some reason didn't think about that. I was thinking about it, but I was thinking I wouldn't be able to do it until late game when I have a lot of. So like these two inserters, they'll get upgraded late game where they'll be able to stack more. Okay. For this though, we don't need stack inserters, so we'll kind of keep going here. There you go. And we can scale that up pretty easily, I think, with that design. And we can also come over and just kind of make use of the space and make grenades over here, right? So let's see. For grenades, we need coal and iron. Well, there's iron right there. And we can do... coal like that. And we should be able to scale that up pretty easily, I think, as well. Definitely need to head back and grab some more stuff. So let's kind of experiment over here. It's kind of hard to right now because it's backed up, so. All right, I'm gonna run up to the base. I need a whole lot of stuff. Let's make a little grocery list here. Can drop those bricks off. I don't need those. And that iron stick. I could pick up some more power poles. I got a stack and 10 left. And drop off the wood. I need to pick up blue inserters. Maybe another stack of yellow inserters. Drop off that yellow belt. I need to get more splitters and undergrounds. Drop off the stone. And maybe pick up some more assembling machine too, just so I have two full stacks on me. All right, so let's drop that off there. Sure. It's like a trash drawer right here. Yeah, I don't really want to deal with any of this, so I'll get it later. Okay, so you are going to come up here. And I said I wanted like one more of these, right? And 4 more of those. Oh, and I wanted some long-handed. Grab a couple of those. We'll grab a stack of this. I wanted some more undergrounds. And one of those. Okay, let's drop off these bricks. Who needs bricks? You need bricks? And I'm low on iron, but I've got iron down there that I can grab. And also, here we go. Let's come up here and I'm gonna put these pump jacks in this chest. And it's oil refiners, just gotta remember that they're in there. These chem plants, I think I might be automating them somewhere, but that's okay. All right. I think that's pretty good. We can get rid of some of that stuff down there. Okay. Did I forget anything? Probably. Almost certainly. Okay, you're gonna go there. Get my inserters together in the same spot. I actually like to have Roboport's late game locked in as well. So I'll kind of lock that in. All right. I think that will do it. Yeah. So yeah, I think the stack inserters will help with that issue, especially once I upgrade them with the research. But for now, I'm gonna leave those extra 2 in because that'll just help fill up the line, and they're not gonna hurt anything. They might drain the iron more, but it needs to be filled. And I want the belt to be filled in for the blue science, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Don't remember where I left off, but I think what I want to do is this needs to be copper and steel. So let's hook that up. Copper and steel. Okay. Yeah, you go up like that. Actually, technically, he needs to go like that. All right, steel and copper. We're gonna need iron as well. All right, and we're gonna need coal. Coal's gonna come up right there, so we'll fix that in a second. Let's do the steel first. Okay, run these belts down. All right, so you come up. Move you up a little bit. Did it again over here too. Let me fix that. Man, I keep doing that. There we go. Needs 2 spaces in between. Gotta remember there's an invisible belt here in the future. So there it is. That's our iron. And this is our steel. So we want steel to come up. It's going to come out right there. Go like that. And copper come out on the other side. It should make sense in a second. Right there. Something like that. Okay. There we go. There's our copper and our steel. Let's hook these guys up. So let's hook these guys up first. All right. Good. And okay, so we know that I don't know if I'm actually going to need a big guy. Go like that. All right. We do need one here though. Here and there. And there and there, I guess. Okay, so now that's iron only, right? Okay, and we said coal's on the outside for the grenades, right? All right, I'm going to, let's see, we want it right here. All right, so let's put it right like that. And we'll probably need to figure out the rest of this as well. Guess that's where the copper is going to be. Right, there we go. And right there, that gap is the second steel line that doesn't exist yet. Let's go out this far. There's also a green circuit there. I'm gonna have to probably fix some of that, but it's all right. Just trying to get it somewhat close. I have to replace it with Bluebell as well. It's not, doesn't really matter. Okay. So you're pulling in. So you just need to get powered up then, I guess. Actually, I probably need to put it on this side. There go the grenades. You take, yeah. Okay. I don't think we need that. All right, so there are the grenades, and we know that this is the bottom. Remember, we're scaling up, so we're free to build here. And let's see. Best way to do this probably is like this. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, we are going to need to put these down here. And then some red-handed ones. Red-handed, long-handed, red ones. You get it? You know what I mean? Okay. These guys should have grenades, and yep. So now they just need a gun turret. And this is actually making, yeah, so it's 2 times military science pack. That's only 1. So the military makes 2. The assembler makes 2 of them, and they use they use 1 of each to make 2 packs in 10 seconds. So it's like 5 seconds really. So you really only, I don't need that many. Oh well, not gonna hurt. I can just keep scaling stuff up. Really, the only thing I care about is filling up 20 labs, right? 20, maybe 30 labs, something like that. Okay, dokie. All right, so now that's that line. Now we need the turret line, right? And again, I'm going to come over here just in case I want to scale up. It'll be easy to do so. I learned my lesson here with the assembler, but now I have some room there, so I can always scale that up as well. So it worked out, but we got lucky. Okay, so for the final act here, we need not a flamethrower turret. We need a gun turret, which requires it is a gun turret, right? Let me just double check that. Yeah, gun turret. Okay. I'll make sure they didn't read something wrong there. So iron, copper, iron for the gear wheels, and that takes 8 seconds to make, but it requires 10 gear wheels. So in 8 seconds, we'll have 16 gear wheels from a single assembler. So I think 1-to-1 should be okay. And then we can feed off of the copper and iron plates as well. All right. So let's work backwards just to start off. That's our turret line right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh gosh. What a calamity. Oh my gosh. Okay, nobody saw that. We're just gonna clean that up. I should also just drop this off there. Okay, what I wanted to do is that, and just push this down one. There we go. All right, back to what we were doing, working backwards. Okay, so we know these turrets need to come off this line, so we can put it right here. That way we can scale in that direction, right? And oh, no. Remember, we want 1 to 1, right? So we want that. Well, is there a better way I could do that? Not really, because right here, see, this works because it doesn't need. This needs iron plate as well as the gear wheel. So, well, I guess I could split it up. Let's try that. So this will be the problem with that. Yeah, the problem with doing it. So if I did that, I'd have to double up a line with copper on half and iron on the other. And the issue with doing that is the fact that this needs 20 iron plate and 10 copper plate. It's a lot. It's a lot of plate. So we'll just do it like this. It's not a big deal. We'll just run like this. We can just kind of keep going up like that. No biggie. And no output here. We'll have iron here on that line because it needs more. So we'll have the more inserters if we need to, and then copper, a full copper line as well for that one. And these will be gear wheels on top and the gun turrets on the bottom. Probably do a couple more of these just to get started though. We'll do it like this. Okay, so we want a middle one for all of these, and it takes 8 seconds, so we just need yellow for the output. And we want these. Okay. We might do a stack inserter there as well. Well, I think if we can upgrade the belt, that'd probably be okay. All right, let's lay down the power, and we also needed to do this. Okay. Iron on this side and copper on that side. And we'll just go straight from the belt. This is, I'm going to assume it's going to take a big chunk off. All right, there's iron. Going that way. And copper, like I said, off the bus. I said belt earlier, I meant bus. Yeah. That, I guess. That 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Okie doke. I mean, I think this should do it. Let's just double check and then we'll end the episode here. Definitely get grenades going. We can probably expand that out. But let's just make sure that we got this working. All right, there goes our first turret right there. And we can make sure that that's working and that's working. So it's all working, it's all good. That's great. And that will produce military science. There goes our first military science. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.